Going staying with rugby, the Blitzbokke have conceded their place at the top of the World Series log, sadly, losing to their nemesis Fiji. So they've got one tournament to make it right and hopefully win the World Series, but I see they have qualified for the Olympics.
Yeah, they did qualify for the Olympics. I think that was always going to happen, to be quite honest. You know, they're 1, 2 or 3 best in the world at sevens, the 16 teams, I think, going to Rio, so we're always going to be amongst those. Yeah, they lost to Fiji in the quarterfinals, which sort of knocked them out, put them into the plate. They ended up winning the plate, beating host Scotland in the finals. Quite a tight final as well. I think they won 12-10. The final Scottish conversion hit the pole, so they picked up, I think, 13 points. Fiji picked up 22, which is a big gap in sevens. Fiji are now top by 5 points. Looks like they'll lift the title this year. They're playing some amazing sevens rugby. The size of them, the speed of them, their defence was impeccable against the Blitzbokke. They won 15-0 against South Africa. So South Africa down in second place. They've got New Zealand breathing down their necks now, only 3 points behind. So they'll be looking for an improved performance. Obviously, the quick turnaround. It's in London this weekend. They've got a fairly good draw, I would say. In London, they were obviously grouped with New Zealand and Samoa this weekend, so that was far tougher. So yeah, Neil Powell's team, they've got a couple of injury worries. They had a player pulled out on the eve of this tournament, but that second place, if that's where they do finish, still a really good showing for over the year. They obviously want to be building for Rio, which is now just over a year away. That's sort of like the big goal. Obviously, a gold medal in Rio would be fantastic for the sevens team. So yeah, hopefully better performance in London this weekend. Should be a fantastic weekend. I think they come out in their droves at Twickenham, sold out crowds both days, dressed up to the nines. It should be something to not miss.
And a big South African contingent in the stands, no doubt.
For sure. A lot of expats there. I think they'll obviously get down to Twickers and then support.
And Garen, just in terms of the players that will then be available for Super Rugby potentially, you were saying earlier, and I mean, how does the sort of contract situation work when you've got guys like Cheslin Kolbe who now have committed themselves to the 15-man code, Rainer Benjamin, etc.?
Yeah, it seems like not just South Africa, New Zealand I know are doing as well. They're pulling out a few top-class sevens players out of their Super Rugby teams. I think there's even talk of Sonny Bill Williams perhaps trying for an Olympic gold medal, to go with his heavyweight boxing title, to go with his League World title, to go with his Super Rugby title, Rugby World Cup title. So that'll sort of complete the package for him. So players like Cheslin Kolbe, Savella Sinatla for the Stormers, we might see them lost to the 15-man code, if you like, for longer periods between now and certainly in next year's Super Rugby, as they sort of prepare going to camps for the Olympics. So yeah, there's obviously some agreement again between SARU and the unions to prioritise in the Olympic year the gold medal, which will obviously mean a lot more perhaps than just filling a space on the wing in a team that's finishing 4th or 5th in your South African Super Rugby conference. So that seems to be the priority. I think it's a good decision. I think there is a good chance that we will pick up at least a medal in Rio. It might be gold. So there could be a couple of players and some youngsters that we don't really know too much about, who haven't really stepped up yet at Super Rugby, but that Neil Powell, the Blitzbokke coach, identifies as potential players to go to the Rio Olympics. So interesting times. Watch this space. I think we're on a good thing, with the sevens for sure.
Okay.